On their own, they're kind of decent to mid abilities, and usually that alone will drag a weapon into detail. If anyone's wondering, consider the cards video outdated to my colorful sun weapons. During that time, I didn't play that much SDS to really get an in-depth dive into weapons. Also factor in that I didn't take college classes to improve my writing at that time. So feel this video as an alternate timeline. With all that said, I want to tell you some history between me and Flail. I don't know where my distaste started with Flail, but I do know when I publicly dunked on Flail, and when I did, some people weren't too happy about it, so I decided to say that I'm gonna make a video on it.
Apparently people want me dead now.
So that got me wondering, was I too hostile? If weapons could communicate, it will probably go down like this.
Too far. I've got something to tell you.
Excuse me, but I've got something to tell you first. Thank you for ruining my life!
Ashley!
What did you do?
Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
Nope, I was completely right about that. It is a garbage tier weapon, and nothing can convince me otherwise. That's what I used to think. But as it turns out, I was ignorant of Flail. Flail as a weapon has changed my feels on the weapons as a whole in a way that I wasn't really expecting. So let me take you on my journey to discover my history with Flail. One Flail was interesting to say the least, but let me explain the weapon first before we dive in. Flail has two parts of itself that you need to learn before you can properly use it. Let's start with the simplest one. Spike Flail is the main way you attack enemies by doing melee. By raiding, you will eventually walk into the building, the software. When activated, the Spike Ball will stick itself and send a circular shockwave that will not only damage the enemy, but it can shield yourself from arcane projectiles by parrying. If it was just the Spike Ball, Flail would have been a less complicated weapon to discuss. But alas, it wouldn't be fun to make a video on it. So let's cut the back and talk about the longer half of it. The handle is what makes Flail what it is today. It has some unique output tools. It has the ability to stretch yourself when it's cold. This combined with the ability I already discussed before, creates a weapon that has both depth and movement. Now, how was my first impression on the weapon? This complex. It wasn't good, I can tell you that. I didn't get Flail that time. Every time I tried to hit the enemy, Face somehow managed to always get between the ball and the handle. Let me inform you, that handle does not do damage whatsoever. My strategy at that time was simply to attack the enemy. Look, when you barely have an idea on it, you tend to rely on simple methods to use it. That strategy was super ineffective when you actually try to implement it into real fights. No matter how much I tried, I could never get through. So I came to a conclusion. Well, it's a swing and a miss!
Okay, bro, stop. Stop it, bro.
What?
This video is garbage. And I know exactly how to improve it.
By trying to kill me?
By getting all the people's opinion.
Oh, this is just a skit, isn't it?
Yep.
Great.
I will do this. Here we go.
Hello, what do you think of the flail weapon?
I think it sucks.
The build is not an answer to anything. Flail does sucks! A few days after I do my conclusion, I decided to do something productive once in my young life, and walk in on college. Suffice to say, it paid off. So the goal of running Flail kind of faded in the back of my mind, until one day, it bumped into my mind once again. So I came back into running it for the second time. I quit the Flail and got back into the game. It wasn't going well. I went into the same problems again. What was the point of going back to this weapon? I was just gonna face the same problems again. It was monotonous at this point. So I say, fuck it, this weapon doesn't deserve my time. I'm just gonna have some dumb fun. So I flew around with it, seeing how fast I could spin it, trying to swing it like I'm sort of spider guy, bouncing on my weapon like a bounce pad. That was my moment, when everything changed. I accidentally let go of the door. Building made my engine fly. It didn't quit with me, but I followed. So I implemented my fight. My surprise, it's how people with my win. I started experimenting with how far my handle can pull. Well, as I get better, I learned technique, cool movement skills, and clutches. Then it hit me. I'm going to say this right now. Flail is one of the most well-designed weapons between duels, both in its simple design and in its game design. The ability complements the stretchability of the handle, making it satisfying to either pull yourself from flying off or whipping yourself to very well possible far away. The fact that you can correct your mistakes in mid-air makes the weapon a step above most weapons, since most don't give you enough time to breathe and think out your next attack. You have a 360-degree radius due to the handle being elongated. If you play it right, you can defend yourself from any angle. It's especially helpful when you want to use speed. The damage that the weapon inflicts on the enemy is mid to great, depending if you can pin your enemy using a combination of shockwave and swinging the spike ball to the open weak point. But what makes this weapon so good is its reliance on timing. Now if you play video games like Osu, this will come naturally to you. In Osu, you'll time your mouse clicks to the beat when you click on the circles.
Okay, what the?
The same applies to Flail, but instead, it's a deadly spike ball instead of your mouse point. Really, the circle has legs. When you time the ball correctly, it feels great to either get some great damage or fling them out of the map. But with all that said, let's get to the conclusion. Overall, Flail is a great weapon. Movement is expensive and fluid. The combos you can create with Flail are generally cool. Parrying projectiles is fun. Defense is good as long as you keep resistance. The weapon is just good. I would give this weapon an 8 out of 10. Well, do I put this weapon after saying this? I will move Flail to some detail right down to F tier, because fans won't forget this. Whew. Who knew that voicing my opinions was controversial? I know who!
You're too far. I got something to tell you. Excuse me. Everybody's always blaming me for everything.
That's basically how current administration is right now. But if you're unaffected by that, then that's cool. Before this video ends, I would like to apologize for making everyone wait for the good stuff. Recently, I have been busy with college, high school, and working IRL. So if you're wondering why my video production has slowed down significantly, that's why. But I got some good news. My new GPU along with the upgrade on my Ethernet is coming soon. So that's good. Plus, I am planning to open up my own Patreon. If you want to support my channel monetarily, the link down is in the description or something like that. I do not know. I am planning to make some content suggested by you guys. So if you want to suggest your ideas into videos, make sure to comment and share this video. Be able to enable all notifications, because I'm just getting started.
Talk this out.
I don't want to play anymore.
No, this isn't a game! Huh?
I came here to take my anger out on a bunch of strangers. But now that I know you, I want to kill you even more.